Inside Story Uganda, real source of political updates.
Tamale Mirundi.
Me, I don't believe in this. Not at all.
Because
once you give a special day for women, it means that you are not equal. Let me tell you. Ako kawala kange, akafunga first class Makerere BCom. Kasinza abalenzi bonna ewaka.
That's good.
Including me. I got an upper second degree. I missed the first class by a few points. Naye kakati ngende nkole embaga nti omukazi asinza abagundi. She has the brain. Era oyo omuwala gwolaba oyo gwe natwalyako bloka 99 nkube metro omutwe ngwasi yali anzitidde omwana. When she went to Makerere University, she was given a bogus degree sponsored by government. I told the man, Professor, this is an insult to my family. We don't do such a degree. We have the brain. The only thing you have, women, we protect you. Men love women so much that they are protected. But these Bazungu and those people are excited have not made research. For instance, when you look at the history of Uganda, my tribe, nationality, there is a woman called Nanono. Nanono was married to Chibuko Mumbale. Chibuko Mumbale would fly. Uganda was fighting against Bunyoro. Nanono's role was to sharpen Emuli, Chibuko Mumbale. Chibuko Mumbale yakozesanga Muli, but he had the capacity. Naye bakugamba nti Nanono was later bribed by the Banyoro and revealed nti Chibuko Mumbale ali mu kalaka akabulu ne bamukuba akasale n'afa. Samson was betrayed by a woman. Eve was betrayed by a woman. This is what you must change. Not to give you a special day, but to change this biblical attitude, the way a woman was. One, was created to please Adam. Two, we have a lot of cases where a woman influenced. One of the first miracles Jesus made was beer. Ebukujja bwabwe. Mama weje namugamba omwenge guweddewo ebukojja bwe. Jesus had to create beer to please his mother. It tells you the powerfulness of a woman. Women are influencing. When you go to Swaziland, AU sent a delegation to Swaziland and they told Muswati, why don't you stop this practice of marrying every year? Because it spreads HIV. Why? Tiabana abo bebajje mu byalo. In every village, they identify beautiful girls and virgins. When they go to an area like Nambole, and the king picks a few, najjamu bagenda okulondamu. These girls don't go home. Ne basajja be bakola ki? Nabo bapiikinga. This is why the HIV rate in Swaziland. The President Museveni was sent there on behalf of the African Union that for you have kings in your country, you can talk to this one. I saw Museveni in Swaziland and Amelia Champa embarrassed. These girls are dancing naked. They tried to cover themselves, but every time there was intervention. So, when Museveni met the Swazi king, Muswati, asked him, why don't you ban this tradition? Muswati said, I'm under the influence of my mother. The king mother is very important. has a lot of influence and sway over his son. Why? In Swaziland, a king is born alone. The moment a woman who will produce a king conceives, is isolated from her husband, so that a king is born alone. Kakati gwe kitegeeza. The queen mother is very important to Muswati, and Muswati promised Museveni that if my mother dies, I will change the tradition. But I'm under the total influence.
My mother.
Women are accorded respect. Women are protected. When you see a Muganda man like me, omukazi sali ansenene, omukazi sali ambizi, omukazi sali ankoko, the original Baganda. And when I investigated why, because the Baganda did not have science on the reproduction system. What if oli enkoko n'ozaala omwana alina omutwe ogw'enkoko? What if oli ensenene n'ozaala omwana alina omutwe ogw'ensenene? What if oli embizi omukazi, because you are the processing institution, processing organ. Kakati, when you look at these Baganda, who denied the women ensenene? Who denied the women pork? Who denied the women chicken? It was not done in a selfish way. The moment they realized nti abakazi ne bwe bali enkoko tebasobola kuzaala mwana afaanana nkoko, abakazi bwe bali embizi tebasobola kuzaala mwana afaanana mbizi, it was changed. May I have taken time to look at my culture, African culture, what was the intention? 2, in Africa, sex is very important. Sex is very important. When you look at my Chiganda culture, when, for instance, when our daughter, supposing we are married couple, or we had a baby and you left, kakati mu Baganda omwana wo bwafa uwo nga wanzalamu omwana n'ofumbirwa awalala, there must be rituals. 1, we must have sex again. 2, if we don't have sex, there are rituals. The woman removes guno olwebazo lweyasiba mu kiwato n'olubuuka, and I bring enkoko nawe n'okibuuka. But if you play sex again, you die. Kakati because Abaganda bategeera ng'Abasiraamu Abawalabu nti toyinza kulinaanya muliro masavu. Women are very attractive. This is why the Arabs basomera muki basalira mu bifo bya njawulo. Kakati unless we change that attitude, nti omukazi osobola okubeera ne vice wo nga mukazi. Kakati an African man believes bwenzira vice president n'abeera mukazi ng'ono musajja bw'amugamba kaagaana. So the way we look at women, to their center of conflict and attraction, as the Bible says, this has shaped our attitude to women. When you look at the way people, when a woman gets a big job, the family suffers. How many women who have protected their marriages when they get political power? Some of them, the moment the president appointed as a vice president, the marriage collapsed. And because you can control your marriage by 2-3 things. 1, osobola kwagala omukazi wo ng'omuwa amapenzi. That's what I tell my children when they are getting married. Nti bwe mugenda mu church okuwasa, omukazi omukwasa omukono guno omukwasa guno sword. You must protect the woman. Because women were very few. at that time, the traditional marriage. Women were very few, and when even those who managed to get married in a church, look what a church, at a marriage, for you to take observations. When these people arrive at the church, those who are going to get married officially in the church, they ushers in. This is a tradition. Why? People used to raid the churches during marriages. A man who has grabbed a woman before he's married from you, that's what we call the honeymoon. A honeymoon is a celebration by a man who has grabbed a woman before she is officially married in the church to another man. Ye honeymoon.
Oina ogambye nti omukyala kasitaafu na office tugambye nti ba first lady mukyala. Ministers abasinga mu cabinet mukyala tebalina bufumbo.
Alikyekubuulira. Kyenkugamba sinakugamba ku first lady.
I mean vice president.
But I'm telling you that take for example. Why is the vice president and the speaker telling us loudly that they have got married? What happened to their previous marriages? This is what scares men. What scares men is that I was explaining in the church. 3 important issues in the church. 1, the ushers in. Those ushers in the traditional religion were bakajama to protect the church entrances. The second aspect in a church, you sit in different places. Why? The people who used to grab women in the church used to come from the that's the traditional church. 3, when the girl is brought by the father, amuja kakatimba mwanzibye obayoyo. Because in our Chiganda culture, if they are twins, you cannot, Babidi cannot get married before Nakato cannot get married before Babidi, the elder one. This is why this Babidi, who sings gospel songs, is cursed. She grabbed a husband that had come to marry Nakato, who you mukazi kumulaba mu parliament. Ya baba wa munne. Kubago it is embarrassing. In Chiganda culture, if Nakato gets married before Babidi, your brother comes as a sweeter, Nakutwala. Very embarrassing. To make a way, because Nakato cannot get married before Babidi. So Babidi, that woman who even came to parliament, and that's how has been cast. Yabo musajja wa munne.
Nayengo musajja bibwa. Omusajja omutuufu bibwa.
Yamubba. Anti ayita sobola kukkiriza. Ye muto wa musooka okufumbirwa. Bwakusooka okufumbirwa mu Kiganda culture. Mwenyo kajja n'akukimawo ngazza okuwasa. What happens later is embarrassing. Nakato to get married before Babidi. So Babidi grabbed Nakato's husband. And that's why Nakato cast Babidi. Went to parliament and yafire. Kakati ekyokusatu mu church. Omukazi omukwatira ku guno gwa kitala. Men used to go to churches with the swords to protect women. So a woman who was grabbed from a church, the person who has grabbed her organizes what we call a honeymoon. That's the traditional one. What I'm explaining is the image of a woman in society. Bwogenda mu Europe, toyinza kusangayo kifaananyi kya mukazi ng'asitami. Naye by'abasajja mubisangayo. These are our mothers. A woman, ne bw'aba azaala mu public ng'olubuto lumulumu, women come up ne bamukolerawo ki? Because a woman's private part is protected from childhood. Omulenzi atambula n'aleeba eti empewo emufuuweko. In fact, in my case, omwana nga omulenzi omuto bw'abakeera ku makya okufuka to urinate nambawo ayima akaveya n'ensimbawo akati.
Lwaki?
Ndabe oba alina amaanyi oba gakendeera.
Ate nga olwedde amazzi ofuka.
Mupima.
Opima oti?
abaana tubasiigako omuzigo abaana abalenzi nze abaana bange abalenzi mbawa ku supu w'ennumba to be tough abawala si bibakola
okubeera ataafu muki
anti kyenkubuulira so kakati it is not only organizing special days for women. What you have to do in the American army, when you usually get to some Israel, you go and read the history of Israel. Diane, the female prime minister, who was very dangerous. That's why when you read in the book, why women are not supposed to be thieves. Kastamuna chusecho is a kuru katugenda kusoma mawulire a kuru eyennyonyi manned by women. Are you not supposed to man crews? Are you not supposed to be pilots? Why do you have this hunger on? Why are you humiliated? The government is humiliating you. That is helping you. No. Special marks for girls. It is intimidating. It is intended to tell you that you are weak. Me, when I'm developing my children, I don't tell them that you are weak. No. And the Baganda have what they call Chakula Sajja. Chakula Sajja is a woman who is not manufactured for marriage. Look at the Catholic Church. Abakatoliki bayina abagolezi. These are women trained to get married, and they have nannies for different issues. Soldiers, now with the command of special forces, is a woman. But you're going to celebrate. We have a woman vice president, we have a woman. Are they not entitled to?
Tulina okucelebratinga kuba tebyaliwo.
Anti tebyaliwo why? Anti kati baba minding. That's why I'm a very arrogant man. Me, I'm arrogant and proud. Even if I tell you, if Museveni appoints me minister, and you come to my home and say, the president has appointed you a minister, I don't change anything. I cannot slaughter my chicken. I'm entitled to that job. I'm educated. This is why I went to school. I know in politics they tell us, know yourself, status and bargaining force. Advisor, no. I cannot be an advisor of Museveni. How many times has he made his advisors? The intention of advisors is to give you a political tag and to ensure that you don't welfare. But a handler is different. Kakati mwe, diye nkokoyo, nabanja yagamba, nalimba nduita lunaku lwa kulimba. Can I become a prime minister? This way you will die. An MOP. If you are in a seminary, it means you become a pope. The climax of a seminarian is a pope. Once I become a member of parliament, I can become a minister or prime minister. It's not a favor. This is how I look at it and how I'm arrogant. Tojja wange kumbuli. Hey.
Olunaku olwaliro wajidde mu biti bibiri. Ndaba FDC, ndaba yero.
No. I dress according to my suits.
Kofiira bbiri eya yero n'eya bbulu.
I popularize Muhoozi, but Muhoozi has never given me a single coin. Even when I was organizing my party, ey'abaana bange teyampadde yadde ekikumi.
Obadde oyagala ako?
Mupopularinga lwaki? Saagala amuvuganya kukwata power. I've injected a lot of publicity in Muhoozi. In fact, many people believe that Muhoozi knows me. I doubt whether Muhoozi knows me, but I've never had a contact with Muhoozi.
Tekisoboka kubanga teyakusiimye batekwaddeyo bbaasi.
Anti yali yampadde ki?
Anti twabadde bannamawulire.
Nti nze mupopularizing why? For myself future. When I look what Muhoozi's rivals, one of the reasons is why should you support something must be a selfish reason.
Kankubulire
gwe, you were a woman, you were my daughter. Nsibambi used to talk highly about her, the rich Nsibambi prime minister. But when this woman died and married a new one, he was talking loudly. I prepare a bed for her. I do this. When you are getting married Are you getting married to a partner, to a friend, or to somebody who wants to satisfy himself or herself? What's the basis? Kakati, one of the reasons why you should love your husband or boyfriend must be a selfish reason. Ennaku zino abakazi mugamba akasajja kaavu naye kalina waaka.
Kati muhoza alina waaka.
Kakati ze muhozi muwagira. Zino enkofiira za ssente nnyingi nnyo. Enkofiira zino za ssente nnyingi. N'oteeka muntu atakusasula n'omuteeka mu ssente. Yes, why? When Muhoozi becomes a president, he will ensure my future.
Yogera ekituufu.
Yes. Naye otono nyeddeko ku mutwe nonnyola kunajjako pulogulaamu zange ekitegeeza onanjooka nonnyoka nonnyola kuna blockinga ssente zange. Then I will be in a worse situation. Ne bw'obanga mu family y'abali. Are you married? When you are married, ojjanga muba in-laws bo abali kuyamba nga bala afudde. Ti oyo mulamu ye we can defend me. One of the reasons why we should support something must be a selfish reason. Nti at least Museveni yankanyuga kasasiro nankanyuga kujiri kitiko basule embwa
oba naye wamuyamba oyina okubanga oyina kye wamukola.
I have security. Nina security. Nti when they wanted to kill me airanga Museveni's sister at that yabana bange Museveni's brother came, and that's why people are confused. Even my elder brother was confused. He says you are complaining, but here is Museveni's brother.
N'emmotoka gy'ovuga n'abakuumi b'olina.
Anti kikutegeeza gwe tekimanyi. There is a conflict over me in Museveni's family. Some people say yatukolera. Other people waliwo nanjooga ennyo nakana kalina omuntu okalinga bloka. Ojjako pulogulaamu zange ogwojjako zaaki. Kakati the battle is in Museveni's family over me. There are people who appreciate what I've done to Museveni. Waliwo nono yali alowooza nti ngenda kumukolera nyino yantegeera sijja mukolera campaign siyinza mukolera.
Olina okubanga olina kye wamukola sisobola kuvayo nekulwanyisa nga sitolina kye wamukola.
Omupakasi mu gavumenti agenda mu media center agenda nswera amazzi. Me to be in the media center, me he has to go on a national on NBS where we control our shares. Ni mupakasi wamu amaye wa mupakasi kati Muhoozi muwagira out of solidarity.
Gwe yakunyinza wa Muhoozi
government at least can guarantee my security. See money, because me I will never work in the government again. Even if Museveni gives me a ministerial job, I cannot take it up. Na job mu state house emyaka I wasted 14 years in state house. Can I waste more?
Kasita wafunamu.
Nafuna ki? What did I get?
Wafunamu waweereza
nafuna ki? You tell me. Abantu boogera bizimbe boogera wakola. Abantu boogera bizimbe boogera bizimbe boogera ki? What did Museveni give me?
Kati n'osalawo yambale kati buluni yo.
Anti nkubuulidde nze nyambala amasuuti ate kamba buulire. Amasuuti gano mugalaba. Abaana bagatunga. Bwe oyagala okuwasa ng'oli mwavu watolina ssente oyagala kuwasa. This boy is a designer.
Ogenda sasulira akalanga ako.
Abalinaanye oyo omuvubuka okutunga amasuuti gano alinaanye ewambuga eze mukiga they two Kiga boys. Era I told them don't get married mugenda kutabuka. Gana amasuuti oyo omwana yagatunga. Nina amasuuti ngeri gye nabadde mu kumukolo gw'omwana nga yabukadde busatu. Naye ate ono wano mwabaavuyavu abalina kufiga. Omanyire figa ekola.
President Museveni yabadde South Africa ne bamusiima okuba nti emukulembeze akyasinze okukola obulungi.
If Mole had decided to produce a few kids, temwali ndabyeko.
Kituufu.
I'm the 9th kid in my mother's birth.
Ate nga nakufumbire waka naye?
Ndi mwana wa mwenda.
Wow.
Ku baana 11. Kati mama wange singa yakoma ku baana basatu temwali ndabyeko. I respect the women. In fact, me, people say that I'm a difficult man, but I challenge the people. If you have a machine that had determined a woman who has never suffered a slap from her husband, bring it. Me, I don't butter my wives. No. Kakati nga okuba omukazi wo nga buzzukulu bwo obulaba nga bwajjajja bamukubya oluyi. They don't better my wives. In fact, those who attended the party you are talking about, one of my daughters said, ne mukazi wange yakibagambye nti omusajja agala abaana be, I've never slapped my kid, any of my children. I don't batter my wives. I feel offended when a man mistreats my daughter. Era nina era ndi kuluza njiyita mu Miransozi. There is a hammer. Mulimu hammer. Mulimu enyondo. Mulimu ensululu. Is always a full tongue. If my daughter rings me, Tata Gundi Yankuba, I just come and we exchange blows. Why? Why do you beat your wife?
Gwenga Mirundi okoze ekyokutumbula abakyala.
Abakyala? And what do we do? Let me tell you, because I normally record myself. Let me tell you, the problem you are making is that you believe as if you must be helped. A person who must be helped must be weak. If you think that we have equal opportunities, then why do you weaken women? Additional marks. When you go to the university, a girl should get this and a woman should get this. Then you are consolidating men chauvinism. Prove to yourselves. But when you celebrate a special day for women, are we having a special day for men? Because it comes from the Bible. God created the man first. And when the man was not happy with the environment, God realized that he was not happy and created a man. Chobala abasiramu baganti ebyewunda bya Mungu. Kakati mumino okuprovinga otherwise. Nti efimere kulu yevuze ennyonyo olwaleero. It means there is a problem. Why don't we celebrate a dominant day? Very kulu.
Government in the care President Museveni. Ekoze kinene nnyo okulanga etumbula.
Anti okutumbula kyeki.
Okuyimusa.
Yanti kitegeeza you are weak. Why don't you kutumbula yourselves?
Twetumba.
Me, I don't believe in this. Why? Nti girls defeated boys. Mubigezo. Kitegeeza you are not equal. It's a surprise. Muyaba mawuli mutimanyi tibasoma propaganda. The moment you say the president was accompanied by his wife, then it means usually they don't move together. Why do you say that the president in South Africa was accompanied by his wife? This means that it is unique that the president for the first time, because there were rumors that maybe they had divorced, so the president has moved with his wife. Propaganda, Kakati, why do you celebrate a special day for women? Why? If we are all equal, we carry the images of God. The moment you get a special day, people with disabilities must be helped. People with what must be helped. People with what you have. Me, you cannot categorize me in a group that needs handouts. No. No. That's why when the president appointed me as an advisor to the president, and they started to move as a thought that I was in need of help, I refused to go there. An advisor, I did political science. A handler and an advisor are different. An advisor, does Museveni call his advisors for consultation? This means it is a dumping place. It is a nyumba ezadde. Those who have acquired wealth, they are given a tag not to go to the opposition. Because I was young, I refused to go there. Me, I don't benefit from things that I intended to help you, to help me advance. I have a head. So therefore, if you continue celebrating those special days, you continue celebrating those special days. Valentine, An African man, do I have to buy a red flower for you?
Watching it.
Our love is expressed in bed and now conduct. But I cannot buy a chimoli for you. Europeans kiss each other in trains, in planes, but there are just so many divorce cases. Therefore, for me, I don't believe in these things. These Europeans, what they want is to celebrate a special day and get commercial benefits. Christmas was a day for pagans. Are you aware that Christmas was a day for pagans who used to worship their god of the sun? But once the businessmen realized, you burn candles, Christmas carols, what? Then the Basomi captured it. Because these special days for women, they are in fact a disservice to women. Why do you have a special day for women?
Awe now, just okatumule muku. Hot cup to Baba TV.
They say that for a special day for my daughters. They are all equal. They defeat my sons. I enjoy it.